Sometimes saying no or putting up boundaries feels like you're hurting someone, even when you know it's what you need. Are you struggling to set boundaries because you worry about feeling guilty or disappointing your partner? In this video, we're exploring how to set healthy boundaries without that heavy guilt, so you can protect your well-being and nurture your relationship. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more real and relatable relationship advice. Let's reclaim your peace, starting now. Understanding what boundaries really are. Boundaries aren't walls meant to shut people out. They're clear guidelines that protect your energy, time, and emotional well-being. Imagine them as property lines that mark where you end and others begin, helping everyone understand what's okay and what isn't. Boundaries aren't about controlling others or pushing them away. They're about taking responsibility for your own needs and limits. When you set healthy boundaries, you communicate respect for yourself and invite others to do the same. Far from creating distance, healthy boundaries actually improve relationships by bringing clarity and mutual respect. They prevent misunderstandings, reduce resentment, and foster deeper connection because everyone knows where they stand. Ultimately, boundaries are an act of self-care that help you maintain balance and build stronger, more authentic connections with others. Recognizing why guilt appears. Guilt often stems from believing that setting boundaries makes you selfish or mean. Many of us were raised to prioritize others' needs over our own, especially women who are socialized to be caregivers. We fear disappointing people or being rejected. Remember that guilt is just an emotion, not evidence that you're doing something wrong. The discomfort you feel is often your mind adjusting to healthier patterns. Starting with small boundaries. Start by practicing boundary setting in low-stakes situations to build your confidence. For example, say no to taking on an extra work project when you're already overwhelmed, or let a friend know you can't talk at the moment because you're busy. These smaller moments give you a safe space to express your limits without fear of major consequences. Choose people who are generally respectful and understanding for these practice runs. Their positive responses will help reinforce that setting boundaries is okay and that your needs matter. As you become more comfortable asserting yourself in these everyday situations, your confidence will grow. This makes it easier to set bigger, more important boundaries in your relationships and other areas of life. Starting small creates momentum and teaches you that protecting your time and energy is both possible and necessary for your well-being. Using clear, direct communication. Avoid over-explaining or apologizing excessively when setting boundaries. Instead of saying, "I'm so sorry, but I can't help with your move because I have this thing and I feel terrible about it," try, "I won't be able to help with your move, but I hope it goes smoothly." Clear, kind communication prevents misunderstandings and shows you're confident in your decision. Dealing with pushback. Some people will test your boundaries, especially if you've been a people pleaser before. They might guilt trip you, argue, or act hurt. This doesn't mean your boundary is wrong. It often means it's necessary. Stay calm, repeat your boundary if needed, and don't negotiate unless you genuinely want to. Remember, you're not responsible for managing other people's emotions about your boundaries. Reframing your mindset. Instead of seeing boundaries as selfish, recognize them as self-care that benefits everyone. When you're not resentful or overwhelmed, you show up better in your relationships. You're modeling healthy behavior for others and creating space for genuine connection rather than obligation-based interactions. Boundaries are an act of self-respect and ultimately respect for others too. Practicing self-compassion. Be patient with yourself as you learn this skill. You might slip up, feel guilty, or struggle to maintain certain boundaries at first. This is normal and part of the process. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd show a friend learning something new. Celebrate small victories and learn from situations that didn't go as planned, creating consequences that stick. Boundaries without consequences are just suggestions, and often they won't be taken seriously. When someone consistently violates your boundaries, it's essential to follow through with clear, appropriate consequences. This might mean limiting contact, stepping away from a situation, or stopping certain behaviors that harm you. Consequences aren't about punishing the other person. They're natural and necessary steps to protect your well-being and reinforce your limits. They show that your boundaries matter and that you're committed to honoring your own needs. By consistently applying consequences, you create a safer, more respectful environment for yourself and others. It helps prevent ongoing boundary violations and encourages healthier interactions built on mutual respect. Remember, setting boundaries is only effective when paired with the willingness to uphold them. Protecting your emotional and physical space is a vital act of self-care and respect. Building a support system. Surrounding yourself with people who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth is essential for your well-being. Supportive friends and family can provide the strength and encouragement you need, especially when others challenge or push back against your limits. Their understanding creates a safe space where you feel valued and empowered to stand firm. If setting boundaries feels especially difficult, consider joining support groups where you can connect with others facing similar challenges. These communities offer shared experiences, advice, and encouragement that can boost your confidence and resilience. Working with a therapist is another valuable option. A professional can help you understand why boundary setting may be hard for you, guide you in developing clear and healthy limits, and support you as you practice asserting yourself. Remember, you deserve relationships that honor your needs and help you grow. Building a strong supportive network, whether through loved ones, peers, or professionals, makes it easier to maintain boundaries and create the healthy connections you deserve. Maintaining boundaries long-term. Consistency is crucial when setting and maintaining boundaries. People learn to respect your limits when they see you consistently follow through on them, showing that you take your needs seriously. Without this steady reinforcement, boundaries can easily be ignored or crossed. It's also important to remember that boundaries aren't set in stone. They may need to shift as your circumstances or relationships evolve. Adjusting your boundaries over time is a normal and healthy part of personal growth and adapting to new situations. The goal isn't to be perfect, but to make progress toward healthier relationships and stronger self-care. Each step you take in consistently honoring your boundaries builds respect from yourself and others, and creates a safer, more balanced dynamic. By valuing your own limits and communicating them clearly, you protect your well-being and foster connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Consistency, flexibility, and patience are the keys to making boundaries work for you in the long run. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's self-care, and it's key to healthy relationships. Practice kindness toward yourself, stay clear about your needs, and watch how guilt starts to fade. If this helped you, drop a comment or share your boundary wins below. And for more honest love talk, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Until next time, take care of you.